I spent the early part of my life in India. The daughter of our household help was a very bright girl who did very well in school. However, when her family had to decide who gets to continue their education, due to their limited financial means, they chose her brother. To me, what this meant was that she will never be able to reach her full potential. And there are millions like her in India. So let me ask you, what's one girl's education worth? When a girl is educated, she ensures her children are educated. Girls' education helps prevent poverty and early marriage, and girls' education also helps prevent parenthood. According to the Global Partnership for Education, a 1% increase in girls' education helps increase the average GDP of a country by 0.2%. And according to UNICEF, there are 129 million girls that are uneducated. Talk about a lost opportunity. Most of us expect these big problems to be solved by institutions, governments, the UN, and so on. But something my generation has learned the hard way is that we can't always rely on institutions. They may have lesser urgency, lack of consensus, or simply might not have the best ideas. A great example is the actions being taken against climate change. However, what my generation has also been gifted with is the power of all the progress in the world. Technology has given us access to large-scale distribution and collaboration. So what if I told you that each of us, students like you and me, have the power to change the course of girls' education just with our lunch bill and your phone? The fundamental intuition behind my project, Atoms to Mountains, is that small things like atoms add up to big structures like mountains. Let's say your lunch bill today would cost $4.60. You take the change and add it to a digital fund, and that's your atom for the day. Let's say 1,000 students from a school like ours contributed an atom for all these days. There are about 60 international schools in Singapore, and there are 180 school days in 1 year. If you do the math, that's $5.4 million in one school year, which is the cost of running 8 girls' schools in India for a year. As all of us know, just having a great idea is not enough. My first step was to secure funding for my project, which came through a competitive IB student grant. And with the help of the grant, I was able to create a prototype app. With the technical work out of the way, the next set of challenges were legal challenges to do with cross-border fundraising, security, auditability, and so on. But luckily, with the help of my advisors at Stanford and with some perseverance, I was able to overcome these challenges. In March 2023, during International Women's Month, I made my first contribution to Daughters of Tomorrow, a Singaporean charity which helps girls from low-income backgrounds. My contribution was enough to support 14 women with emergency housing, 70 women with child-minding support, and 350 women with work transportation or mobile connectivity. The idea had become a reality, and I was able to show that we can help women in the real world. So discomfort often catalyzes change. It helps us discover our core values, and it also helps us find our meaning. My own catalyst came during my early years in India, and I encourage you to be uncomfortable too. Break out of the bubble that our generation often finds ourselves in, and find your own value and make a change in the world. I invite you to go to atomstomountains.org and with 3 simple taps on your phone, become a part of the revolution. Thank you.